Yeah. My boy's going to town here. Look at that. Coming out nice, Josh. That's coming out real good. Actually, you could spray all that. Hey, hold on top. Stop. Hey, cover the pedals, and you
it's all getting blacked out again anyway. So.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, but you can cover them and then etch prime all that too, and the back, all that, and we already welded everything to the back.
Yeah.
You can etch prime all that stuff.
All right. Well,
but cover the pedals, so don't get stuff on the pedals again. Then we gotta paint them again. I want to paint them again. All right, it's coming out nice, boys. Coming out nice. All right, he's got the. What'd you do with the plate?
Out there, outside.
Got the other side on. Got the X bars in. Got this piece made up. I needed that tacked in place to make that, so now that's on. Got a nice fit to it everywhere. Good to go. These all fit real nice. All right. Keep rolling. Yes, sir. We're going to be done. Hopefully, this will all be done today. And we'll be painting the inside and the outside. All right. So, got this done. So, all the welding. Got seat tabs in there. All the welding's done. I'll show you the other side. All right. Kidney bar in. The other tab down there done. Beautiful welds. Beautiful welds. Daryl's the best, man. Check it out. Look at that. That's why we let him weld. Because I can't weld like that. So it looks like only these bars are in there. But yes, they're all in there. Everything's in there. Gussets in there. Gussets in there. Alright? So, next project. Next part of this is I'm going to slap the doors on. Get the doors all adjusted where they're going to go. And then we're going to start, actually, we're going to paint all that in there. This way we can get to it. Paint the bottom. And then we're going to put the doors on. Get the doors fitted where they're supposed to be perfectly. And then we'll start fitting this nose on here. Alright? Alright, so we're going to start the process of sanding all these bars down. That's why we sanded them down before we put them in. But now we just got to get all the corners and the welded spots and where we touched everything, and this one's got to get redone. And then he's gonna hit everything with self-etching primer and then paint, and we'll be able to put the doors on and move forward with this thing.
Coming out good. Got it all. You got the back face plate of the dry shaft, the tunnel. That back face plate back there. Okay. Gotta be a monkey. That's can 3 now. Just make sure you get the outer bars first, so where you are, Johnny, and then this side. And then that's about it. Alright, so this is all primed. Getting ready to paint it black now. And then once we're kind of done, we got to put the doors on after. So that's why we want to get all the roll bars painted. And then we can fit this nose, and then when we're done, we can take it off, and then we could spray the firewall and all underneath of it. Okay? And then we gotta just do the 2 back bars, Johnny, in the back.
All right. All the primer's done. Starting on the black. Takes a long time, but you gotta make sure you get all the spots without getting it all over you. Right? Kind of like, you gotta kind of like start with underneath, like we started under there from the back, so you can lay down and do everything backwards. And then he laid down from the back and did that from that angle. Then he'll get in and do the insides and then work his way out. And then we're going to get these doors on here today after he's done with that. We'll let it sit for a little while so we don't touch it. And then we're going to put the doors on and start working on this front end. Alright, so the doors are on. Alright?
Everything lines up.
Nice. Okay? Not like before. Okay, so now the doors are on.
Have to pick the door up.
That's where the doors are staying. Got a good gap all the way around, they're all good. This is another story. So now, what's wrong with that picture?
Everything.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna make this fit that, and that's gonna bring it in. It's gotta get trimmed a little at a time, all the way down, so that it all goes in the right way, both sides, and then we'll make all the brackets to hold it on, and then we'll make the brackets to hold on the front nose. Might end up cutting a little bit of this off. Okay? So that's where we're at. And you know what time it is right now?
Coffee time.
Yes, let's go. Come on, let's go. I gotta get some coffee. Alright, so we're gonna use a Zeus fastener on the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line this up so we have a flush fit here, because that's where the fastener is gonna go, right? So this is gonna be the first one. The second one's gonna be further out. So I need something to make this stop moving around on me. So I'm gonna put this one in, and then as we move the fender in, when we end up where we wanna end up, then we'll make the hole in the fender. So for now, we're just gonna make this fit this, right? So we're gonna put that on there and make sure it sits flush like that, and then tack it in place. So that we got a spot. And it's gonna go like that. So now we got a spot. We got something to let it lean up against. Alright. And then the same thing's gonna happen on the top. We're gonna have one here. And we're going to put the fastener under the hood so that it's going to sit like that. So that this sits flush, but the fastener is going to be under the hood. So when you put the hood on, you don't see fasteners up here. There'll be the ones in the hood, but you're not going to see those extra ones all over the place. So this one's going to get, I got to take this back. We're going to grind this 2 spots up and then get them on there. All right? So we're going to pull this back a little bit and get that cleaned up. That spot up. Clean this other spot up. that there. Because the most important thing is getting this lined up and then getting the gap right on the sides. So, but we gotta first get this set up. We want this nice and flush, like that. So, put another one of these plates in here. Oop. Tricky part. I'm gonna get this in here and this like that. Alright, Morgan, hold on. Just get, that and that, right? Try not to make it like that and then let that lay in. Like that, right? Just give it a little, right there. Okay. Right? And then we're going to put this. Come on this side, do the same thing on this side. Trim that angle just like that. Oh. Just like that. A little higher. Higher. Can you fold that down now? Like that. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's pull this back and then I'll tack these on. Pull this back a little bit. Keep it in a second. Should be right there on the floor. Make it flush. Getting hot. Just a second. All right, Johnny! John! Grab that side. Put it back on top of that. then it'll sit right in there like that. Okay. To the other side. Grab the other side now. Just be careful, don't knock it off. Right? Yeah, buddy. Beautiful. Okay, cool. All right. I gotta get that welded on a little bit better, and then we can start putting leave that like that. You understand what we're doing, right? So now we're just basically putting the tabs on in 2 spots. We're gonna get it all set, and then we'll get the measurements. We're gonna clean the ends up, get the lines right, and then when we're done with that, then we'll put 2 more brackets. One's gonna probably go in the middle to hold the center of it, and then another one's gonna go here. We might have to take the door off to get it. If not, we'll see. I'm hoping we don't have to take the door back off again, but you never know. We might have to. All right, so now we're gonna let that cool down for a minute. And we'll set it in place, and then we'll start moving it in until it all fits right. Good? All right, so now, right, we'll clamp that. That's as if the Zeus fastener was in there. So now this is nice and flush. This is nice. I'm gonna clamp the other side, and then we're gonna clamp the sides. Right, like that. That's gonna go there. This one could have actually gone a little higher, but that's no big deal. Right, like that, and then that's gonna sit like that. So this line is good. This is good. So I'm gonna put a little clamp right here, and we're gonna hold it where we want it. All right. Let me get the clamp real quick. Hold on. Cut. That's where that wants to go. That's where this one wants to go. Alright, we're still good. So the line is straight. So that line is straight, like that. That line is straight. I need to go over that way a little bit. Like that. Okay. So now we know That's basically where it's got to go, but it's all got to come forward to meet this. So now we gotta, that's why it's gonna need another fastener here to bring this all out flush. You understand? But that top and bottom is good. So, let me see if I can get it. I might be able to get another fastener in there. Now we can mess with that one later. All right, so now we got to get this line to match, and we want about that same thing, 3/16 gap. We're gonna do it like. What do you want to use? Where's that straw?
Oh, the one. I know which one. We're gonna have a bit of a mess to clean up in there because the toolbox is dumped out.
That's right. Where's the marker?
Right there.
Oh, you son.
Got a sharpener for it or no?
Look at this, Josh. Let it cool
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh, look at this.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
How'd it come out?
The only thing that sucks is this line is not gonna. That's not gonna line up. So
There's a bolt on the frame, so it'll tell you where it goes. Okay. Once you line up, you can see what bolt to use. Okay. You gotta put the
Those go on first then.
you put the bolt, you put the glass.
Alright. Leave them in there for right now and then I'll put them on.
Make sure you tell them to put a John.
Yeah.
The girl's a little tricky. I can tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You can do this.
Yeah, that'll get off. Or even like that, yeah.
Oh, you put that in?
Well, huh?
No, you put the guys.
No. Well, this stuff I'll get, well, you could try that, but yeah, that I'll get off.
Oh, that compound. Don't use that. Use that.
No, yeah. I got stuff for that.
Yeah, put that away. Don't put that away. That bolt.
No, yeah. What's he want to do all of?
He wants to paint
Wants to paint?
the whole truck. He wants a nice.
Don't go buy another one.
He's like 82 years old.
all right, here we go.
Okay.
Get barely
So
old.
this is what we're gonna do.
But
We're
he
gonna
wants
just
to
trace
pick this
this out
Yeah.
like this.
All the bolts are in the floor, Josh.
Alright.
These are the bolts to the bumpers. But if you put the hooks on first, it'll make it a lot easier for you.
Alright.
Then those brackets.
Get it all on.
You can put the bumper, you can put the bracket like there's a bolt right here. You look behind, I put a bolt there so you know where it goes at. See that bolt on the frame?
Yeah. Alright.
You line the bracket up. You can put the bolt on it now and you can let it dangling. So you know how it goes.
So we're gonna start cutting the big piece first, and start moving it closer and closer. And then this needs to go. I can almost trace this with my hands. To here. All right. Now I'm gonna do one side.
Got our other tab made.
So that's the center one. That's all in the right spot. So what I did was, I put this, just so you, I'll show you when I do the other side. How's that? I'll just show you the other side. I gotta do the other side.
Alright, so this is how we are making these tabs. So we got our straight
Right?
piece.
So we got a paste. I'm gonna tack this like this, and then I'll move it in the thickness of the fiberglass bender.
Okay.
This is just gonna go. That. And then this is the fender.
Oh, there's Uncle Bill and Aunt Michael just showed up.
Like that, and then that's gonna go in there like that. A little more.
Okay.
Yep. Like that. And I'm just gonna tack that, make sure. Guess I gotta take it off. Alright. That goes like that. That goes like that.
And now we got our piece.
And then, alright, now put that back on there. Just to check the.
So then that'll be behind there, and that'll go here. Got it?
Yeah, I just need this, that's all. Just to make sure.
Oh, you gotta get that up.
Like that.
Easy now.
Like that, and like that. So that distance, that's gonna go up. That's good.
Okay.
Yep. Beautiful.
Move it maybe a hair.
Well, remember this is thick.
Right, so
I
we can
I
always grind that
That
up.
little bit I can take off, but it's real good. We're good.
Okay.
So now that comes off again. That gets welded. Gets welded,
Alright.
and then we're done.
Let me go prime this bumper now.
Yep.